She's frozen again, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's gone live now. Has she? Yeah. Oh, she's gone.
Hello, Harry. Sam just said, you know, you're live and your guests are there and you're not there, but we're here. Sorry, buddy, you've just came in. My internet decided to go just as we were going live, which is very exciting. And this is a preview of all our beautiful guests. How are you doing?
Yeah, good.
Oh, we got
good,
a
thank
cat. Yeah. What's the cat's name?
She's called Roxy. She's a street cat. Meow.
Like, so Buck of Mum, aka Kelly Ford, with Roxy, street cat. We've got Corey Annand.
Hi.
And Mathieu Geffré. So
Hello.
I'm going to remove the lovely Mathieu and lovely Kelly. I'm going to keep Corey with me. Is that all right?
See you soon.
Perfect.
See you soon. I love a little bumpy start, don't you, Corey?
Yeah, that was lovely.
We just love a little something just to test us, do you know? And has me panicky in the room next to you, just going, Sarah, you know that everyone's live and you're not there. I'm like, I know. Okay, fine. So fine. How are you anyway?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah.
Your earrings are incredible.
Thank you.
I love them. Dressing up for the lovely. Going live. So we are here to talk about your gorgeous film called A Secret in Plain Sight.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Before we say anything, should we have a little look at the trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
This will work for us now. I'm going to stick it on.
You are such an incredible thing.
So gorgeous. So it premiered last weekend, right?
On the 26th of June.
Yeah. 2 weekends ago. Yes. Stunning. So tell us about the film. How did it come about? What's it about? And all that shenanigans.
Well, it's about my personal journey with scoliosis, which is a spinal condition that I have. And it came about in the lockdown last year. I had like one job that was still scheduled that I was so hopeful was still going to happen, and that was my last thing that I had in the diary, and it got cancelled. So I had a mini meltdown, or one of many meltdowns,
as we all did.
As we all did, exactly. And I just kind of thought, like, what have I not had time to do that I would have liked to do because of all these jobs that I've been doing? And I thought that I would really like to kind of make something that highlights my spine, because I've been on a big kind of journey with accepting it for the way it is and not hiding it anymore. And so I thought it would be nice to make something. So I filmed a little, made something at home, and then filmed it on the beach. And thought it would just be just a little something for myself. And then I put it on social media, and a couple of dance companies that I've worked with before said it was great and I should get some funding and try to make a short film. And then I needed to fundraise, and I'm not very tech savvy, as you know already. And I think I called out on Facebook for help to make a funding page, and you helped me, Sarah. So thank you for that.
Only a little bit. Only a little bit. I think we've got to help each other out, right? Especially in these times. If someone's got some knowledge, I've done like three or four crowdfundings, and they are not fun at all. They are always down to the wire. Perry and Felix are saying hi in the comments. Hello, Perry and Felix. So how long is the film now, and where can people see it if they wanted to go and see it?
So the film is 8 minutes, I believe, or 7-8 minutes. We also made a behind the scenes film, which is about 15 minutes, because I originally wanted it to be kind of documentary style, but then the voiceover that I wrote, it ruined the flow to cut in the Q&A that we did, so they just lumped it into a separate film. You can see both of those at my website, CoreyAnnand.com. Yeah, they're both there.
Amazing. I will put them down below.
Great, thank you.
So what else are you up to at the moment, apart from this promoting your beautiful film?
Well, along with trying to get back into dance classes, I've got a little project coming up in September. I start rehearsals.
Great.
So trying to get back into the swing of things. Yeah.
Would you like to make any more work like you've made your film? Are you interested now in choreographing or making, or you want to get back to just dancing?
I think I want to just get back to dancing. I did really enjoy making my own thing, but it was a really personal work. So if I were to make something else, I'd have to really think about what that was going to be, you know. Because this came so naturally, and it was all very cathartic and healing for me to make it. So it was much more than just a making of a work for me. So I feel, but it was really nice to have that first experience of making a thing. Yeah. Besides
being
that,
on the other side of it.
I am roller skating, because I love roller skating now.
Oh, amazing!
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. What kind of tricks do you do all the different tricks, or?
I try.
You try?
I try. I can go forwards.
Oh, I love that. I love that so much. With what's been the response to your film? Has people, like, I can imagine being in the dance world and how so focused it is on bodies and shapes. Did you find that response, you've had other people come forward that have been like, yes, I totally had the same experience. When I tried to get jobs, people were prejudiced against my spine. Like, have you had people come forward like that?
Yeah, really interesting when you think it's only you that's happened to, and then you have a few people that go, that literally is my same experience, and you think, oh, okay. It wasn't.
There's more of us.
There's more of us out there. Exactly. Yeah, and it just says to me as well that we do need to talk about it to each other. Because that's one of the main things I think with this condition, is because it's behind you. It's my back. I can't see it myself all the time. So it's easy to be self-conscious and worry that what other people think, and what if everyone is looking at it is how you think, but they're really not. And it's really helpful to speak to other people who are also saying, oh, I didn't even notice you had it, because I also have had a lot of that. A lot of people say to me, oh, I had no idea. And I'm like, yeah, but I did hide it. Obviously, did quite a good job sometimes.
I can be loud and proud about it. You had a lot of support from Arthur Pitter, right? You work a lot with him. Because I saw you when you did your launch, you had your launch with him, and he was hosting yourself and another dancer from America, which I probably know. Yes. Incredible.
That was amazing to speak with her. Because she's had an amazing 30+ year career with New York City Ballet, and is in her 50s now. So she's got scoliosis. She's a dancer, older. It's always nice to hear from someone who's a bit further down the road. I'm going to get there hopefully. So yeah, exactly.
You're such a glorious performer. I love watching you move. And I remember seeing your first little video on Facebook when you were just on the beach, and it was stunning. So I'm so happy you got the chance to develop it into something bigger than what. Yay.
Yeah, it was really nice. And I never would have thought to have made it anything bigger. So it was just really nice to have people supporting me. And the Motion Dance Collective are 2 friends of mine. So that was super nice to be able to say, I have some money to pay you to do a film as well. So yeah, everyone supporting in that time.
Yay!
Yeah, it was really nice.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, before you go and invite the next person, I'm going to play a little Would You Rather game. I mean,
Okay.
right? So quick fire, see what you say. Okay, I'll do like maybe 3 or 4. So first one is, would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
10 minutes into the future.
10 minutes into the future. Would you rather team up with Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel?
Wonder Woman.
Yes. Would you rather be forced to sing along? Actually, no, that's the easy one for us dancers. Would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year?
Win the lottery next year.
Fair enough. You can buy all the love then. So,
Exactly.
anybody who's watching, hello. Maybe you could answer the question, would you rather find true love right now or the lottery next year? Let us know in the comments. Corey, thank you so much. I'll see you at the very end.
All right.
And it's been great to chat to you, the gorgeous Corey. So, yes, if you've just joined us, hello, how are you doing? The very beginning was a little bit rough when I didn't turn off to my own live because my internet went down. And I would have said, if you're new here, hello. Why don't you subscribe if you're not subscribed already? It's really free and it helps me out a lot. All right, I'm going to bring in the next Glory. She's fixing her top. She's looking gorgeous. In the screen, we're going to bring in the fantastic Kelly Ford. Hello.
Hello.
She's trying to be frozen there. Where are you?
Happy Monday.
How are you? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
I'm good, thank you. So you are a comedian, an actress, a host, a podcaster, a mum, an amazing human. How do you fit it all in?
Do you know what? I just truthfully don't really know at the moment because a little lockdown cliche upstairs who's 5 months. And so that's quite a consuming one, the lockdown cliche, Sarah. There. Do you know what? I think some days I can do it all and some days I can't. And actually, that is a big lesson. It's taken me 40 years to realize that actually some days are going to be super productive and you're going to be like, and then other days, you know, you'll catch yourself falling asleep in front of Bargain Hunt and questioning all your life decisions as you're masquerading yourself in a variety of carbohydrates.
I feel that. Even though I don't have a cliche to be consuming most of my time, but I still feel that carbohydrate lull in front of the TV going, what am I doing with my life? Yeah. So how did you get in? So you've got to let's talk. What should we talk about first? Okay, right. So people who've never done these lives before with me, I don't really plan. I make a few little notes, but I don't really plan. Someone asks questions that maybe you might be thinking, Sarah, you should have done your research, and I'll be like, fuck you. So let's talk about you into your comedy. How did you get into comedy, and then how did you make your way into making your podcast? That's a two-way question and a journey. Bring us.
I love it. So I've always loved making people laugh. I think it's something that I've kind of it's always brought me joy and kind of helped me through life. Like just to raise a giggle. I think, you know, when sometimes things get a bit tough, just to break it with a bit of a giggle. Mm-hmm. I think there was a day when I was working in an office about 6 years ago now, and I just went in and everyone was communicating via Skype, and when you used to double click your mouse, and I could just hear the ricochet of that double click, and I just thought, this is so, can I swear?
You can swear, go for it.
So fucking dry, and I and pursue making people laugh on a serious level. And I did the cliche, I did the comedy course, and then
Been there.
I never looked back. I just like the feeling when it's good and you go out and you kill it. That feeling is very addictive. So it's good to remember those moments when you go out and bomb.
Yes.
Yeah. And then the radio, I started out in radio probably about 8-9 years ago now at hospital radio. So I had a little show called Toptastic Tuesday.
Amazing.
At Evelina Hospital, which is a children's hospital. And also we have a studio at Great Ormond Street. And it was an amazing station because it meant that the kids could kind of come down and co-host with me. We had dancing competitions, we had rap competitions, we had dedications. And then like half the volunteers would like go up on the wards and do arts and crafts while I was like playing a lot of Rihanna. And it was just an amazing place to be. Whatever had happened in my day, if I entered the studio, everything dissipated. You got a real sense of what is important and what isn't. So I did that for a couple of years and I loved it. I raised loads of money for them. I just loved the whole premise of radio.
Amazing.
And then I have a residency on Soho Radio, which I've had for 6 years, which is a rip-off of Desert Island Discs. Just had DJ Fat Tony on that. This year I've had Glyn Fussell from Sink the Pink.
Yes.
Harry Trevaldwin, internet superstar, funny bloke. And then on the back of that, I've done some great pod series. The Everything Project with Starmy Sunday, which is like giving a window to those that aren't often focused on in pods and in radio. And then I've just done a series called The Motherless, which is a series dedicated to mums without a mum. And
Yes.
that's just been met with such, like, it's just had a really good response. Really proud of it.
Yeah.
Produced the incredible Laura Thomas. So big
Laura
shout out.
Thomas. Oh, amazing. What a journey you brought us on there.
Yeah.
How do you find for your being in lockdown, have you been out gigging yet for your comedy?
Well, I have, yeah. I just because I've got the little.
How was it?
The little baby, and I was like, do you know what? Everyone else is rusty as fuck, so I'm gonna get out there. They're rusty because I'm rusty because I've just had a baby and there's been a pandemic. So I was like, right, this is a really good time. I can go back out when everyone else is going back out. So I've had like the week before last, I had 3 gigs in 1 week, which on no sleep, I'm like, but do you know what? There's something about this, Sarah. There's something about this. When you've got little time and, you know, a little human, I'm like, I'm not going to travel to South Kensington to not smash it. I am going to go there to kill and then run. So like the 3 gigs I had, there was one that was a bit mediocre, but the other 2, I smashed it. And then I came home because I'm like, I need to mean business now because I've got so many sort of responsibilities at home. If I'm like trekking to South Kensington to perform 5 minutes, it's got to mean something.
Yeah, it's got to be good. And that's great. I've not got out yet to do any comedy gigging yet because I was just starting when lockdown happened. I feel like I've lost the confidence just to get out there and go. But who knows? Maybe I'll come and watch you do a few gigs, get some confidence, and start myself.
Do you know what, Sarah? Let's just go and do one together. Let's book one together after this. Because actually, yeah, let's just do that because do you know what? It's just you need one. You need you just need one. And then one becomes 2, and then it becomes. But actually, a lot of the open mics have actually dropped off because I think a lot of people just couldn't sustain the energy. So it's a good time to get back in because it's flourishing again.
I will take you up on that offer, and let's go do comedy together. Nice. Yeah. Nice. So what's next with the podcast? Are you doing another series of Motherless? Are you?
Yeah, I think basically the response to the Motherless was beyond my wildest dreams. So we reached a lot of mums without a mum, and that in itself is amazing. a lot of these people are at home handling all of the brain confetti of like cool school kids shoes, you know, making packed lunches, but also that being draped in grief. And so the series was 5 conversations of incredible women, and we were remembering their mums, and some of the situations, some of the relationships were great with their mums, some of them were difficult, but I think it was a real memorial piece. And I don't think there's ever been a series of those kind of conversations had before. And so there was a whole community going, thank you, I am not alone. And so on the back, I have to do a series 2, because there are so many other relationships, like mums who are still alive but not involved with the family. Like there are lots of different iterations around this one particular subject. And I think, like, you know, the Telegraph picked up on it, and the Daily Star kind of shows
everyone's fits in.
I really feel passionate about it. And it's like, my mum went when I was 15, and actually I've got amazing family, got incredible, like my sister-in-laws, like extended family. I am very lucky. I'm rich in love and support. But the fact is that when you are a mummy, you do want your mum. It's just a thing. And so I think by doing this project, it was actually probably quite healing for me. But then I given a platform to these incredible stories, and these mums as well, who are no longer with us, who have been given the most amazing memorial. It's a beautiful, it's an uplifting series. If anyone wants to listen, it's available on the iTunes, on Spotify, on all of the things, and it isn't too sad. It isn't too sad. It's actually quite uplifting.
It's a celebration saying these women's names. Yeah. We all need an uplifting bra, or not. Who cares? Let them go. You're amazing. Before you go, let's do a few would you rather questions, please.
All
right. Oh, this is a really dark one, but it's the first one's come on my list. Let's just say, would you rather be in jail for 5 years or be in a coma for a decade?
I'd like to be in jail because I reckon it could be quite sexy.
Probs. Okay. Would you rather be chronically underdressed or overdressed?
Overdressed always.
Always. If my sister Jill is watching, she'd be like, overdressed. Would you rather have what?
Is your sister called Jill?
She is indeed.
Hello,
Jill. My little Perry said, laughing is good for your heart.
Oh, thanks, Perry.
Would you rather have universal respect or unlimited power?
Respect every time.
Every time. Oh, and a sprinkling of power. I'm joking. No. You're amazing. Love you. I'll bring you back. Thank you for being here. I'll bring you back at the end. My sister's like, overdressed always. I want to bring in the lovely Mathieu. All right. And
right.
See you in a minute. The gorgeous Kelly. I'll leave all the links for her podcast down below and other links for you to catch all her stuff. All right, Mathieu, are you ready? Give me a thumbs up so I know you're ready. He's giving me a lovely little head side so I know he's dead. And you come, hello!
Hello, how are you?
I am good, thank you. All the better for seeing you.
See you too. It's been such a long time.
Such a long time. I think the last time we saw each other was on a screen like this.
I think so. I think we recorded actually a podcast together.
Oh, and the podcast together with Greenwich Dance. Oh, that was so nice.
That was really
nice. When my Sam really enjoyed the interview that we did together for the Greenwich Dance.
Talking
What was it called now?
Talking Moves.
Yeah. Oh, no. The one we did. My God, that's really bad. I can't remember. The one we did back
Up My Street.
Up My Street. That's it. Wow. He said he was listening because he was listening outside the door because he was helping me with some tech stuff, and he was like, "That was really interesting. It was really nice your chat." That's exactly how he speaks as well. So,
interesting is a key word. I love when people use the word interesting.
Well, no, but he really meant it, because he doesn't know anything about dance, so he was really interested in hearing your story and how you got to where you are now, and yeah, he was genuinely interested.
Thank you.
Now we are Greenwich Dance, another theme, because you are at the moment. Are you in rehearsals, or have you finished? Because you got a new piece called an outdoor piece called "From Greenwich with Love."
Yeah, we finished creation now. So I just came back home on Saturday, very early morning, from a 9-day creation with 6 amazing dancers. And we've just finished a very, very intense, super quick creation time for a new outdoor work, which was commissioned by Greenwich Dance. And we will present this work throughout summer in different summer festivals. And yeah, I am super excited about actually meeting the audiences again and to present to work live, non-digital. I love the digital, but I've been missing the audience, let's be honest.
Yes. And have you done outdoor work before?
Not as a maker. As a performer, yes. So I did have this experience as a performer. Outdoor is such a special animal, isn't it?
It's one of my faves.
It's amazing, and it presents its challenges, but also these opportunities to just meet and engage with new audiences. It's not the traditional appointment we have with audience when they just book their tickets because they want to see your show. It's about us going and meet them, and I think that's the best way to actually engage new people, present what we do, and develop our audience. So I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, I mean, the magic of outdoors. I come from a place called Waterford, and there's an outdoor festival that happens every year called Spree, and that was like my first experience of seeing live performance. Was watching all these companies that Spree brought in to watch. It's there's something so special about outdoor work, because it just brings, especially dance. Like, no one goes to the theatre to see dance, so if you bring dance to the people, more people see it and enjoy it. The magic of it.
Yeah, and I think from a performing perspective, it's also very interesting because there's an extra work to go and reach out.
Yeah,
it's just I'm protected on the stage. There is this fourth wall, which is a crowd of people. It's very proactive in terms of, we're doing that for you. We're doing that in interaction with you, and we want you to feel involved and engaged. So I'm very, very excited about going out there. Finally, now we can and present new work.
Yeah. What's the process been like making, knowing that was going out to tour and not going onto a digital screen?
Yeah, it's been long, because I knew we had 9 days in the studio to make a 20-minute piece. So a lot of prep on my side. I spent 2 months just literally collecting a lot of information. So I knew what the work would be in its structure. I didn't know what the content would be. So the work is a series of 3 love duets, which are loosely inspired from real love stories that happened in Greenwich. So for the previous 2 months, I had really nice interviews with people who were willing to share their stories, and especially their first date. What I was really interested in, how did you meet your loved one, whether it's still the same now or not, and what are the colors and flavors you still remember from this moment. And then I gathered a lot of material which I could find inspiration from and replicate within my choreographic medium. So that has taken quite a long time, and that was great. I also worked with a composer called Fabian Reimer, who's designed an amazing score. And then 9 days in the studios with the performers. And I have to say, just the delight of being back in the studio with dancers is incomparable, is it?
Because you're in the gorgeous space there in Charlton House. Like, it's not in Charlton House, but on the outside.
Yeah, exactly. We were in the assembly room, beautiful in the middle of the Charlton Park. We also led professional class in the morning. So we had let's say 20 performers in the space for 5 days.
Oh,
That
wow.
that was outstanding. A really, really regenerating process and feeling for me.
I remember back in January, you were in the studio probably for something else.
Yes.
And you were opening the studio up. And I remember when everyone was saying, we're closing down, you were still going, it's open, we are allowed, we have to train, we are dancers. And I was like, go Mathieu. I mean, it was, everybody could choose if they went or not, right? Because it was a very weird time, January. It was just so nice that you were providing that space for performers if they wanted to go and train.
Yeah, I feel it's necessary. We've been trying to be extremely creative by investing our energy in the digital. We've done that, I would say, from March till December, and then in December, I really identified some sort of tiredness from dancers about doing training digitally. There was this sense of, we've done 9 months of that. We don't necessarily have the resources or the space to actually practice properly. So I always fought for finding opportunities for professionals to train, and always following the current guidelines. So it's always kind of reach our goal. What do we need to do? What can we not do? Making sure everybody feels safe and protected. So we did that during the creation in January of my last production. And this time, I have to say, Greenwich Dance has been absolutely incredible because they actually offered the classes for free. It was a donation-based process, but there was the option to actually deliver take the class for free, and that allowed a lot of people who did not necessarily generate a lot of income for the past 12 months to come and train and enjoy their time together in the space. So yeah, that was very refreshing.
Yay! And so what happens now? Or is it just that you're now going on tour for the whole summer, or are you on to the next thing?
No, not yet. A lot of projects in the pipeline, but for now, I'm going to go back to France to lead a workshop. And then when I return, we're going to start the touring. So we're going to be touring across Greenwich quite a lot. I'm just going to drop some dates if I can. 2 big ones. The 22nd of August, we will be at the Qubit Sessions in King's Cross. And the 11th of September, we will be at Greenwich and Docklands International Festival. And I think, Sarah, I lost you. So I don't know what to say right now. I hope Sarah is going to come back.
Hello. Are we back? We're back. Here I am. You disappeared from me. Was I gone for you? You were gone for me. We're back anyway. Might be a bit blurry. Well, before we lose internet again, I'm going to give you your really quick would you rather questions.
Great.
And then I'll bring the others in. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Would you rather stay in? No, that's a silly question. Would you rather never be able to go out during the day or never be able to go out at night?
Ooh. I would rather never be able to go out during the day because I really love what happens at night.
Love that. Would you rather have Beyonce's talent or Jay-Z's business acumen?
Oh my God, Beyonce's talent. There's no question here.
Oh, no question. Would you rather communicate only in emojis or never be able to text at all ever again? So communicate only in emoji.
Ooh, well, you know what? I'm not a big fan of that, but let's say communicate only with emojis because I'm very excited about the interpretations of those.
Go. Dancing. Love it. Right, I'm going to bring everybody in. Corey, I'm bringing you in. Kelly, I'm bringing you in. Look at this whole team. We survived. Internet, I'm probably I'm on my phone internet now, so I'm probably really blurry. But thank you all for joining me tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
It's so nice. It's so nice to hear from different people what everyone's doing. So I think we've all especially over the last, we're all doing such different things and sort of trying to survive in different ways. It's all nice to hear how everyone else is doing. Corey, you need to go and do Matthew's classes.
Yes,
And he does.
I will.
Yes, I can see you in that class. Do you guys know each other, Corey and Matthew? Have you ever met?
We don't actually know.
No,
Yeah.
And then we all need to go and watch Kelly do her thing.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's breastfeeding, yeah?
Yeah, breastfeeding. You've got to go and watch her breastfeed.
Over.
It's thrilling.
It's really good.
It's the best, especially when it goes to the right, then changes to the left. It's just like
Brilliant.
spellbinding.
You might get first in the eye. You'll love it.
Interactive performance. Kelly. Pretty cool. Well, look, thank you all so much. I will leave all their details down below if you want to go and catch any of their stuff, keep in touch with them. Again, thank you very much, everybody who watched, and thank you four. You guys stay there while I just end this broadcast. So I'll see you all later. Goodbye.
Thank you.